Good morning, Manager. Today's abnormality is Abnormality Classification T-04-50. Abnormality name Queen Bee. Abnormality threat level WAW. Glyphoth counter 1. Its form appears to be an amalgamation of a gargantuan beehive and a bee. A cross-section of the inside shows a darkish red surface with particles here and there, much like that of raw meat. The segment that appears to be the face is heavily distorted. It has wings, but they lost their intended function of flight. The one eye that remains relatively intact shows pupillary movement, as if to watch for approaching intruders. The abnormality always remains still, so it is assumed that it does not move. When certain conditions are met, it releases spores. It will generate billions of spores within a 20-meter radius. The existence of life forms in its vicinity seems to be one of the key requirements. When it did, there was no immediate change in the employees who inhaled the spores, and no anomalous signs could be detected on the examinations that followed. Once more time had passed, the employee experienced severe pain in their occipital lobe and abdomen. Then after a certain period of time, their head dislodged from their body, and a worker bee emerged from the separated body. It has been confirmed that spores carry drone eggs that hatch inside a living host. Based on the findings of an autopsy done on an employee killed by the abnormality, we believe that the larva will subsist on any portion of the body, be it blood, organs, or fat. It will move freely around the body at this stage. When it becomes too large to move, it creates a cocoon near the intestines. The host feels extreme hunger at this stage, eating much more than usual. This cocoon moves upward through the body as it grows, eventually damaging the arteries of the throat and the cricothyroid with its jaws as it severs the host head from the body. After this, it will emerge from the body, exacerbating the wound of the host further.
Had been telling me about his itchy neck for a while. He complained about indigestion too. One time I saw him take a bunch of digestives. Would have thought that it turned out to be such a serious issue. I never knew I'd be the one to witness that horrible moment. And I were just chatting, but suddenly he stopped speaking. He was still scratching his neck. It was turning so red, I was getting worried. Then his neck started to turn at such a strange angle. Right then and there, I realized the severity of the situation. There was no way he could have been putting his neck that way on his own. It looked like someone was forcefully twisting his neck. And then I heard a zip, like the noise of shredding paper, a foreign sound of something tearing. His head fell to the floor. I heard a dull thud. Then, as if enough hadn't happened already, something began to crawl out of his neck, just like a butterfly emerging from a cocoon, tearing apart his headless body. The wings, the yellow trunk, the teeth that gnawed away his body. It's something I never want to see again. A being I'd hate to describe as something alive. It seemed to be aware of me somehow, but it looked like it didn't have any reason to attack at that moment. It picked up his cranium and flew away, like a drone carrying honey. I can still hear the sounds of its jaw rattling and its wings beating.
Its appearance is clearly different from queen bees other than its color. It is capable of flight, but can only hover about 1 meter above the ground. It lacks antennae or eyes. A long appendage that appears to be an intestine drags behind its rear on the floor. Worker bees show only 2 forms of behavior: delivering nutrients to the queen and proliferating. Upon encountering an employee, it uses its jaw to crush their head, and then proceeds to inject a pupa into their body. This will conclude the briefing on the abnormality Queen Bee, we thank you again for your hard work and dedication to the corporation manager, and to any other managers listening from subsequent facilities. We thank you as well. Face the fear, build the future. Lobotomy Corporation, an energy corporation for the entire city.